All right, now that we got the backhaul problem fixed over here where it starts, the wire I have underground all the way and comes up here and comes in here. I just put it on the computer. It only sends data. I don't have PoE going over that wire because the PoE actually starts here because we have a nano switch and we got the PoE here. So the data just comes to here, and I plugged that data cord into the laptop and done a ping for 5, 7, maybe 8 minutes. Not one dropout at all, timeout at all. So that's telling me it's getting data here, as it should. So the issue that we're having is this radio and the one we have on the end of that fence all the way down there, it keeps dropping out. Not at the same time, just back and forth. Sometimes this one and that one, sometimes that one, sometimes this one. Sometimes this one will drop out, then that one drop out, that comes back, and this stays out. And then that one drops out again, and this one's still out, then this one comes on. There's no consistency whatsoever in it. So we're gonna, and the wire feeding it, we've got it replaced. The last time we were here. And also we replaced the wire that feeds this radio. But I don't recall if that was with the old crimpers or with the new crimpers. So I'm going to check the data lights in here if I can see them with middle of the day here. And see if I see it stop or anything. See if it's power that's making this drop out or anything. And then if I don't see anything there, then I'm going to replace the wire from here that feeds it with another one and see if that makes it stop. Or is it the nano switch that actually is having issues? I don't know, but play elimination and hopefully we figure out what it is, like we did the last RV part that we had issue like this that wouldn't tell us what it is. We just had to play elimination, and then when we changed one thing and it all started working, and we left it that way, and it's been working ever since, just because one little wire. But we'll see, because the only thing this radio and that radio has in common right now is this nano switch. Of course, this power injector may be having the issue too, but we just have to play elimination and figure out what it is. So let's see if we can figure out what this one is and get this one done. And we got one install to do today. Well, it looks like possibly the connections in the nano switch is actually having issues. The data lights are flashing, but as I pull down on the wires that's plugged in, the radio here, it did it twice. I can just take the wire and pull in and out, and the data light stops. But I can't get that one to do it again. Now the wire that feeds over there to that RV park, it's consistently, and I can keep making it actually happen. And I have a extra port actually in the nano switch. Only 2 is getting used. One with that feeds the power to it, but there's 3 outlets. And I changed the AP that feeds that RV park from port 3 to port 2. And after it started flashing, indicating that it's communicating, it's booted up and all, I pulled on it very lightly and the light disappears. I'm going to try to get it on video here, but I don't know if in the daylight if you actually see it, but I'm going to try it anyway.
This is the one that keeps dropping. There you go. See, it disappears. It might be the end on it, but this one in the middle feeds the one right above up here. And I can't get it to reproduce that issue. No matter what I do. Or even the power one. It did it too. But I can't get it to reproduce on the two white ones, the one that feed and the AP right above that this switch is actually attached to, which is right up there. But this one, as you can see, it's still flashing again. And as I mess with it, now watch it not do it now. Now I can't get it this one to do it. Even though I just got it to do it. It might be that the terminals in there are just dirty and it just sliding up and down actually cleaned them. I don't know. This one's been up there for a while. But I cannot get it to reproduce the issue now. I thought it might be in the RJ45 plug on it, but it's up in there real well. The outside covering, it's not like it's loose, but I can't get it to reproduce the issue now, except just that one time. Hopefully it got it on video, but it did it 4 or 5 times. Maybe it's just a loose connection, because I can't get it to reproduce nowhere. Which I'm not arguing, but that points back to that it's possibly the terminals touching the RJ45 terminals, and it's just dirty and just need to be a little TLC. That's the only thing I could think of, because everything else is checking out. Maybe it just had some dust in there. There's spider webs up in there. I mean, it was closed, locked in, and snapped in and all. But perhaps it was just bad connections, because I can't get it to quit now. And I hate to say, well, that's it, and just leave it. But what choice do I have when it's actually working now? When I can't get it to reproduce the problem anymore. Because this one did do it twice. This radio did it twice, which is the middle wire. But this one on the end, in this plug, matter of fact, I'm going to plug it right back in here and see if it starts having that issue. The one that's actually down there. See if it's, because if it's the RJ45 plug, it should have the issue, don't matter which one I plug into if it's not switched. But if it's the switch that's dirty, then moving it in and out here may have cleaned this port and wouldn't let it have an issue no more. But this one, I didn't do that with. I just changed it. See, I hadn't even done anything and it quit. And it just came back. It just went out and came back. Now it just came back. It may be just dirty terminals that's on the switch itself, because now no matter what I do with this one after I've messed with it a little bit, I can't get it to malfunction. Maybe it's just a little TLC of cleaning, because I can't get this one to do it no more. It did it just now, since when I touched it with my hand down here. I don't want to pull it no more harder than I am. I mean, this silver casing itself is actually moving, so I'm pulling it pretty hard. But pulling harder, I feel like I'm going to break something. But it's communicating. Can't get it to quit. And that one over there just flashing like crazy. So I haven't got that one to do anything stop yet since I started messing with it after it did it twice. Now this one's actually working. Maybe that's all it was. That'd be an easy service call, just cleaning it like that. I can get a can of air and blow in there and clean it, but because I can't stick anything metal in there to scrape it because it's got power, I would have to kill the power to it. But it seems like it's holding up. It's not like it's even losing connection, slowing up or anything of the, like the data transfer. The speed of the flash is still the same, don't matter what I do to it. So maybe that was it. Well, anybody watching this video had nano switches in their systems. Have you had any issues of it doing this? I've only got, I think, 2 in all my systems. And this is the only one I ever had this issue. And this is the oldest one that's been up the longest. So maybe it's just dirt. But it's pretty clean inside. Like, it's not like it's got wet or anything. It's just as dry as can be. And it was locked in because I had to push it pretty hard right there to actually get it to let loose like it always has. Well, that was nice. Some of them, whatever this is, falling out and hitting this metal roof. But I can't get it to reproduce it now. Even it in the port that it was originally in when I got here. So I guess the only thing I can do is put it back together and hope and pray for the best. See what time it is. It's oh, what time is it? Come on, phone. 2:42. So we'll monitor it from today's date at 2:42, 43. Just round off 45. Anything happen after 45? But if it don't, I'll be happy. Then I can get back to installs. I don't mind troubleshooting, but I like something to tell me what the problem is. But at least, you know, radio or something. But it is what it is. That makes it more interesting. Of troubleshooting is trying to figure out what it is when it don't give you no clues. But this one, in a way, it did. It was pointing to the switch, and then when I got here and plugged in the feed that was feeding out here and it didn't drop, then it just really pointed to the switch. But it was all of a sudden, it was working, and then all of a sudden, both of them, not just one, but both radios started dropping out. That was what kind of put a twist in it. Usually if it gets dirty or whatever, usually one will start dropping out, and then the other one eventually will go out, but both of them the same day. But it is what it is, or what it was, apparently, because I can't get it to reproduce the issue. Thank God for that. But it's indicating that it's working fine. I'm gonna put it back together and sit in my RV and monitor it over there, because this one feeds the RV part that I'm in, so I can put the ping on and just let it sit and run and watch a little TV and keep my eye on it and see what happens, and see if the two people, there's 2 people in this RV part that's there that really watches TV, and they're letting me know.
And I got one in here, I can't remember where. I want to say it was over here, that lets me know that it's acting up. And they all reached out to me in the last 2 or 3 days. And I told them I'd be here today. And one of them says, "We'll look for you." Well, can't see me from here, but they'll know that it's fixed when the TV just keeps working. And hopefully that's going to be what is going to happen, because I can't get it to stop now. So I'm going to put this back together and go sit in my RV and see actually if it will continue to go and not have any more issues. We'll see. Well, we got it all buttoned up. Let's see if this will actually keep going. I think I'm gonna put a zip tie on this to hold this steel in place. Need one. Put a zip tie right there, or I can put a zip tie that will hold all these right there. That'll work. Put a zip tie right there. But we'll see. Yeah. I just can't get over how just cleaning the terminal seems like fixed it. But all right. We'll see if that was the issue. Go back to the RV and sit there and watch some videos, spend time with the grandkids, have a ping running, drink coffee. All right, here it is. Let's see, focus. 2:54 is the time it is. And running pings. So I'm gonna let it sit here. Usually one of them acts up at least within 15 minutes. So I'm gonna sit here at least till 15 after with this ping running and see if it misses any or not. And I got a TV in the bedroom running. So we're gonna see if this ping actually drops out or not. I hope it does not. That lets me know that that was the issue. Ironically as that is, it just needs to be a little TLC, but we're gonna see. I'll come back when it gets at least like 5 after, so that'd be about 10 minutes from now, and see where it stands then. Well, it's been 10 minutes because it's 5 after, and thank God this has not changed. It has not had not one, not any timeouts. And the TV's been going ever since too. Pings are a little bit more accurate because it picks up every little hiccup. TV, the pings can miss, 3 or 4, maybe 5, and the TV will keep going. We do have a high ping in there every now and then, like 144, 148, but nothing timed out so far. And it's still going, so come back another 5-10 minutes and see. Hopefully that was it. Well, it is 3:15 and the ping has not stopped. It has not timed out at all. A few high pings, as you see, one like here and there. Every now and then you'll see one of them, but dropouts, timeouts, nothing. For 20 minutes, nothing except just continue connection. Hopefully that's
one problem that is not going to repeat itself anytime soon. I'm just going to go over there like every 6 months and just clean them terminals on that thing. Get a can of air and just go in there and clean it. Kill the power, unplug all the plugs, and just go in there and clean it. And I'm going to look and see if there's any like paste or anything like that I can get to put on the end of the plugs that keeps the dust out. If you know of any and you're watching this video, put a link to Amazon or whatever to some paste that is designed to put on the end of the RJ45 as it goes into the outlet to keep dust from getting in there. I know there's bound to be something out there that's for that, but just leave a link where on Amazon somewhere that if you know of any, and perhaps I'll get some of that and put that in there, solve that issue. Start putting on that on all the outside plugs. But looks like the issue is resolved. Thank goodness for that. Now I got to install. All right, we got this one installed. Had to figure out what lot they're actually on. They got the numbers all mixed up on this one. But we got the box all mounted. Got all the stuff installed. Let's see if we can lock the box here. Let's see. Lock the box. Lock the box.